Hi, Jenna Tonelli with Sports Illustrated. I wanted to ask about Sophia Conforte. We saw her today play maybe more minutes than was expected, just how she's been acclimating to the environment and how she is coming off the Euros.
Yeah, she's been doing good, training the whole week, and also she's getting adapted very good. We know the team culture that we have and we built in the past, so now it's easy when a new player comes. So she's happy to be here with us. We are happy with her, and yeah, I'm sure she will help us a lot. It's good to see her performing today, getting some minutes, and try to know the players, try to know what we are trying to build as a team, and I'm sure in the future she will give us a lot of good performances.
Quick follow-up, on the Italian national team, we see her play more as a winger, but I noticed here she was playing as the 9. Is that something, a role that we'll see her in more consistently, or is it kind of like a versatile add?
Yeah, she's very versatile. She can play in both wings and also as a forward, as a 9. And something that we are trying to build also as a team is that having that versatility with players playing in different positions, spaces, and she can give us also that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
JJ Bad Dog Sports. First, Adrian, how's the Achilles doing, and how has Trinity been doing with coming back in?
The Achilles is good, still there, recovering. I feel good honestly, and I know the process, so I feel that this is gonna be easier this time. And Trin also is doing good. She's been training with the team and also getting more exposures during trainings and games. We're having a good communication with her also to see where she's at every day. And yeah, she needs time also to keep building that progression. But yeah, I'm happy with how the things are going.
Thanks, Adrian.
Hello.
Please. I'm wondering what that you saw as the kind of the main impact of the early first half of the problem, and how you would assess like the team's response to getting to go flare up that early.
Well, it's a situation obviously unexpected for both teams. So you prepare the game plan thinking that it's gonna be 11, but yeah, things like that happened. And I think it's not easy, to be honest, when you have to face a team with a player down. It looks like it's easier, but defending in a low block, they were like 4-4-1, so we didn't have spaces behind their backline. And at the beginning, we knew that we had to exploit those spaces. So obviously, they were defending more times in a low block, and the distances and the spaces were, like narrow and reduced. So I feel like you need to be very accurate when that happens to attack, especially through the width. Try to disorganize them until you can find the space to penetrate. So I feel at the end of the second half, the first half, we've been doing much, much better. And then second half, just insisting, but yeah, we couldn't score. I think we had chances in the first half and also second half, a lot of situations where we were close, but we couldn't. And we need to learn also how to face those situations. Thank you.
Okay, we'll go to questions on Zoom. We'll go to Jason first. You can unmute.
Hi, Adrián. Thanks for speaking with us. Kind of along the lines of your last answer there, I was wondering, by having, I don't know if Rose had to come out at halftime if there was a knock, or if it was just to get Sophia 45 minutes, that was the decision. But without her speed and ability to create on the wings, did that maybe play into the second half, the difficulty in creating more chances?
No, she was fine. We just wanted to get fresh legs, to be honest, and also a different profile. So Rose was doing a good job, but also sometimes we weren't finding her in the spaces that we wanted. We know today that, especially, we wanted to attack against the center backs, attacking their back, because we felt also that we could have chances there, and yeah, we were trying to build a new profile and try to have different options.
And kind of along, you're mentioning the fact that the game was so compact once they went down to 10, and Obviously for them, there's an incentive to slow things down. It seemed like the build phase, building from the back from Aubrey and the defenders, it just seemed like maybe it was a little slow in getting going. Was that influencing the ability to enter the attacking third with a little more of a high tempo?
Yeah, could be. At the end of the day, I think also we were finding advantages with the outside center backs, and from there we could have created 2v1 against the wings more times. But yeah, sometimes I felt that we were a little bit far away. And against a team who obviously they are a player down, so they want to slow the things down. You need to be accurate and you need to move them as quick as possible, switching from one side to the other one. But yeah, it's not easy also to play like that, and also weather and also the field wasn't, I think, ready to play that fast today, and it's not easy. But I feel that we've been combining different ways to progress. Then at the end of the second half, also we were a little bit more aggressive with just building up with two center backs and two players in base, pushing Rev a little bit higher, and try to have also two pockets with Ken Acroy. But yeah, I felt that today we could have had more chances switching and also creating advantages outside, and from there attacking the box a little bit better. But again, I'm happy also with the situations that we had, and we need to learn from these situations too.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Adrián.
We'll go to Andre.
Hey, Adrián, thanks for speaking with us. I kind of wanted to follow up on a point you brought up about the pitch. We saw in the first half, Rose and Giff looked like they lost their footing in some pretty important moments. You talked about trying to play faster. How much was the pitch really a factor in having to come up with something else to figure out a different way to attack to attack Gotham?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't want to talk about the pitch because it's gonna sound an excuse, and I don't want to talk about that. It's not my business. I think that's something to consider for the league, for other people, not to me. And yeah, we need to adapt according to the surfaces or the environment that we are playing. It doesn't matter if we are away or not. The field is in different condition, but obviously it wasn't as we wanted, but it's something that we cannot control, and I'm not gonna blame the field. So we haven't tied because of the field. So knowing that also, we need to have maybe other options and play maybe with less risk or maybe less balls inside because you can commit more mistakes. So again, a learning from the whole game. And especially because I feel that in the future, we will have a lot of situations like today, where we have chances to play on the opponent half more times, where we are facing teams who are maybe defending in a low block. And we need to know also how to have those situations under control, if we can say like that.
No, I appreciate that. And I wanted to also ask, I guess, bigger picture coming away from this game. Last week was a pretty big emotional win. This week feels a little bit maybe like it wasn't a loss, but frustrating 0-0. How do you balance that and kind of keep the team motivated to kind of look at this result as not a poor result, but something to build on?
Yeah, like we said last week, we have a rule that we call it 24 hours rule. It means like after the game, we have just 24 hours to be happy, to get those emotions, like appear. It doesn't matter if you are frustrated, sad, happy, whatever. And then after 24 hours, just clean your mind, clean your body, and because we don't have time, sorry, to think too much because we have another game. So managing those emotions, it is okay to be frustrated too. We need to manage that. We need to know how to face those situations where maybe sometimes you are not having the day that you are expecting. Maybe you are not that accurate on the ball. Maybe you are creating chances, but you're not scoring. So that's part of the game. It's, I think, a great learning also to all of us. And that's going to help us to keep building.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll go to Marissa.
Hi, Adrian. Thanks for speaking with us today. I wanted to talk a little bit about the defense. This was Kate Wiesner's second game back. Do you feel like that is a testament to her growing confidence after her first game back, especially at home at Audi Field?
Yeah, absolutely. I think she did a good job the other day, especially coming from a long injury. It's been a while, without seeing her competing, and I think she deserves to get more minutes, and that's why today we gave her the chance to start again. I think she's done a great job again. So it is positive to have more players, to have different profiles, and she can give us different things. Also, a great left foot. Also, when she goes higher on the field, she has a pretty good cross. She's able to put balls behind, forwards, and also defending. I think she's doing good. And yeah, really positive to have more players available.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Adrian.
Thank you.
Is everyone good? Okay, thank you, Adrián. Well,
One moment. Yeah.
First road trip with your official title. I was wondering if that's something that has crossed your mind at all this week, being like full head coach, or if this is just kind of feels rote, everything feels normal, regular, ready to go and keep
Normal.
doing
It's
things.
just
Amazing.
it's just to be honest, it's just a title. So because I've been interim head coach, I mean I was head coach too. So I've been on the road 6 months leading the team, and we played here also last season. So I feel the same, to be honest. So nothing has changed. Really comfortable. Really comfortable. I'm living my best life. Thank you, guys.
all right,
Hey
thanks.
guys, so how was the turf? I know when Red Bull and Walrus were in here, they both complained about the turf conditions. Did you guys have any experience with it that you guys felt was unsafe or not really playable?
Well, I feel like, I mean, at some point Audi was like that, like last year at some point, so I feel like shit happens. I mean, it wasn't like amazing, but it could have been worse, so I just wasn't ideal, but that's not an excuse.
Yeah.
Like, we should be able to play regardless of that. Once again, Audi's been like that before, so
Yeah, not ideal. I don't think it played to either of our strengths. It wasn't the prettiest game
no.
for the fans, but yeah, hopefully they can sort that out.
Yeah. It was actually a pop-up concert that caused the problem.
A
And
pop-up
That's what I've
concert.
heard.
You know who it was?
Priorities.
from Amsterdam or something, and they wanted to host a concert, and Sports Illustrated said okay, and yeah, originally the first concert wasn't supposed to be until October.
Oh,
Wow, yeah.
well, hopefully they
Yeah,
had
hopefully for
fun.
Gotham that
Yeah.
they can do some good work quickly.
Yeah.
Anything else?
We'll go to Jason on Zoom.
Hi, Hal. Hi, Aubrey. Thanks for speaking with us.
I
I wanted to ask a little about, Adrián talked about the challenge when a team goes down to 10, they immediately drop off, they deny space, they focus on exactly what Gotham seemed to focus on in that last hour. What were you both seeing in terms of trying to build through that and maybe open them up, and maybe where some of the issues might have come up in doing that?
I think we honestly needed to be a little more creative. I feel like sometimes we were just like lobbing balls into the box, and I don't think we've been super strong in our aerial presence these days. So I don't think that was like the solution for us. So I think we could have been a little more creative, like in our movements and what we were doing up there. But that comes with time. I feel like that's something that we can work on. It's been something that we needed to work on. So it's a wake-up call.
Yeah, I think our best chances really came off of our high press, pressing Berger. She gave us a couple really good opportunities. And then, of course, when they're down a player, they weren't really building out of the back anymore. So, yeah, just had to kind of change our tactics, and credit to them. They defended well in their low block. And yeah, it's not something you really work on, you know, attacking a low block. So we will, and we'll get better at that. But yeah, we just got to put away our chances when we get them, because if we score some of those in the early parts of the game, then we don't have to worry about that.
Right. Just being like more effective, like from the start with what we are given.
And kind of along those lines, it's last week the equalizer came from getting the ball out wide, putting crosses in. Last week the field felt very wide, and today it felt very, very narrow throughout. Were there maybe some openings when you think back, you say, oh, that was an opening where we could have switched the field and then found someone in space, or was it just that hard to find those openings against Gotham today?
I think we could have switched it. There was definitely some opportunities. I mean, I even missed some opportunities to switch the ball. So I think, like you said, we had a couple openings that we could have definitely taken advantage of.
Yeah, we're trying to work on our patience and wait for the good moments, but yeah, it's a tough balance of like when to be patient, when to circulate, when to switch it, but also like you have to serve some balls in the box. So
Yeah.
that's something we'll definitely be working on.
Appreciate it. Thanks to you both.
We'll go to Andre.
Hey, Hal and Aubrey, thanks for speaking with us. Hal, I wanted to ask you just about like your view of the game as a midfielder. When a team goes down to 10 players and the spaces get tight, what does that look like? How much more difficult does it kind of make your job in terms of like playing those line breaking passes?
Yeah, so especially that's what like playing against a low block is tough. I feel like that's honestly something we can learn to be a little better at because I think those interchanging movements will be so important, like in the pockets and stuff like that, and finding the overloads. I feel like we had moments where we did find the overload and we were maybe able to slip a ball in and kind of create that opportunity on the back post or something. But once again, just being more creative with those movements off of each other so that we can like eventually if we get more creative someone's going to have like space to free up, so just being smarter with that I guess, but yeah.
Appreciate that. And I have a question for both of you, and it's about Sophia Cantore. She made her debut today. She's been with the team not that long, it seems, but Adrian said he thinks he's fitting in well. The environment is kind of helping new players come in and hit the ground running. What has been your experience with her, and how excited are you to have a player like her join the team?
Yeah, I think she brings like a ton of experience. Obviously, she just came from like a successful run in the Euros, and whether it's like in club, she's been playing for a long time for like Juve or obviously internationally. I think she'll bring like a lot of good stuff to our team. And even today, I feel like she had some really good like dynamic movements off the ball. I think just like with building off the chemistry with our teammates and stuff like that, I feel like with more time, it'll bring a lot for us.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to add.
Perfect. And then Hal, I have to ask a question about the shirt. Where'd it come from? And
Guys, I literally look so conceited right now, but like
I told her you're really wearing a shirt.
I know she bullied me before I came here, but my other shirt was sitting in my bag for a while and wasn't giving crisp. So I got this one literally off the field and I was like, oh, this came at the perfect time. So shout out to the fan. I think her name was Sophie or something. Sophia, she made this for me. Yeah.
Oh, you got it today?
I literally got it today and my
Oh.
shirt was sitting in my bag and I was like, this doesn't smell great. So I
She
really
wants
wanted
to look at
that.
herself for the
Yeah,
next 5-hour bus
extra
ride back.
conceited. I know everyone could look at me in my shirt. So
it's an awesome shirt, so thank you.
thanks.
Some Clemson in there.
I know, right? Go Tigers.
Marissa, you can go ahead.
Hi, Aubrey. Hi, Hal. Thanks for speaking with us today. Question for you both. Coming out of this game, I know it was obviously a really frustrating one. What is something that you guys feel that the team can build on moving forward?
Yeah, definitely disappointing to not get 3 points, especially being a player up for so long. We'll definitely, like Hal said a lot of this press conference, work on attacking, breaking down a low block, being creative, just different ways to beat them. Yeah, we had a lot of success out wide, but just need to kind of figure out how to work that. But then also like combos playing through the middle, and just the quality of our finishing. I think that needs to improve going into the second half of the season.
Yeah, just like our final ball, I feel like of course, like we weren't super successful with the services that we were putting into the box, but I feel like our quality could have been a little better on those. Because I feel like Berger was able to come up and like scoop a couple floaters from us. So I know we were not, I know we literally, yeah, just being a little more effective with the opportunities that we did have, like lobbing it into the box.
Appreciate it. And then just to follow up, Hal, I know you've been back in the lineup consistently now, just coming back from injury, and just wondering how you're feeling being 90 minutes fit.
I'm feeling better. I was a little like, I mean, obviously everyone needed the break, but selfishly, I got like a couple games playing 90s again, and then we had like the month-long break, and I was like, dang. So now I'm like excited to build back up again, because I mean, of course, coming after a break, like we need to get that flow again, playing 90s together. But I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah. Last game I was cramping a little bit towards the end. This game I didn't, so we're on an upward trend.